Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Jing Lian. I'm a registered nurse in Ontario. Today I'm going to share with you a little bit about myself. I was born in the northern part of China, and my father is from the south part of China, and my mom is from the northern part of China. So their hometown are like 1,000 miles away, which is very unusual. So I grew up in a very little city in northern part of China. And when I was in elementary school, I had a very abusive teacher. And that was the first time I started to experience depression when I was very young. So that experience helped me to realize that how vulnerable we are and what kind of impact mental health is on young children. And then I went to medical school and became an OBGYN in China. So that was one of the best hospitals in China, and there was 9 million population in that city, Tianjin. I was doing my residency there for about 5 years and doing C-section, hysterectomy. Sometimes like I saw 100 patients for a morning. That's just the volume of the city. So in 2001, I immigrated to Canada and I became a nurse because I knew people took a long time and spent a lot of money being foreign doctors, but still couldn't get any position into medical field. So I went to University of Windsor and got my nursing degree. I started to work in ICU, which is intensive critical care unit, and that was a neurotrauma center in our local hospital. And then at the same time, I work in the city nursing home as part-time registered nurse. That was very stressful because there was like 256 residents in that nursing home, and I was the only kind of charge nurse. I also work for Trillium Gift of Life as on-call coordinator, and that was for organ and tissue donation. At the same time, I taught at the university and college as nursing instructor for the clinical placement for nursing students. So starting about 4 years ago, I started to prepare for my resident doctor position to become a psychiatrist in Canada. So I changed a job to work with complex mental health patients. From 2011 to 2015, I took care of my parents. Both had cancer, and their doctors are like 2.5 hours driving away in another city. So that was a very rewarding experience and helped me to have more empathy for patients and their family. It was not an easy journey, but I'm very grateful that we had a very positive experience. Starting 2016, I went to Florida to train with Judy Crane, who is one of the best trauma therapists in the United States for trauma therapy. Before I went there, I didn't realize that I had any trauma in my life. So I thought I just went there to equip myself and to learn more of trauma therapy, and that way I can be more effective when I was helping my patient. But during that trauma therapy training, everyone needs to draw a trauma egg, which is the trauma before we were born until right now. So when I present my trauma egg, it just shocked all those experienced therapists from all over, because my generational trauma and the complex trauma I've been through, it's just astounding. But I learned so much from that trauma therapy training, and I felt that was such an important, meaningful field that I can work and help people to achieve their well-being. I'm also interested in acupuncture and Chinese traditional medicine. When I was in China, I took some time off to study at the local Chinese traditional medicine college. And so holistic care is always my passion. And I would say probably functional psychiatry is a way I want to pursue my future profession. Also, starting 2016, I got the training with Dr. Huang, who is a psychologist from Northwest University. So Dr. Huang founded a course called Journey to Intimacy, and he basically took from all those top-notch psychology, family therapy to help Chinese to identify their emotions, learn to resolve the conflict in a wise way, and also building meaningful relationship. So I started to facilitate the small group for Journey to Intimacy, and I just saw so many lives got transformed, and so many people, they grow personally and also they reconcile their relationship. So that's something I really like to help people with, is to have meaningful personal growth and also have very deep connection. I also went to San Francisco to study church planning with Pastor Francis Chan, and that was like a 12-day course, and I met people from all over the world. San Francisco was such a neat city, and we were asked to practice what we learned. So in the morning, we were in classroom, we do discussion, we have homework, and in the afternoon, we went to downtown to serve the homeless people there. It was quite interesting to see people live on the street while behind them, it was like $2 million apartment there at San Francisco. So that was an eye-opening experience to help me to realize the importance to live out what I believe. So I hope I share my journey with you. It can be some kind of help for you, because we're all on the journey called life. The reason I want to work on the YouTube channel is I want to have a platform to educate the public about mental health and wellness, because I think that's very important for every one of us. So if you're interested in learning more about what I'm going to share, please feel free to share that down below in the comment. And also feel free to subscribe, like, and share. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.